Nithyananda everyone, welcome back to the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Now we'll move to the next part, that is glimpses of the glorious past. Starting from the year of 2004, and on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a 4-day experiential meditation program called Nithyananda Spurna program that was conducted by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism from May 24th to 27th. The program helped an individual to transform their understanding of life and death, learn to overcome all their fears and the insecurities, let go of guilt and painful memories, be healed of sleep disorders, and experience the joy of spontaneous living. Below are some of the photos taken during the program, day 3. Moving to the next year, the year of 2005, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was a Himalayan yatra with the delegates of Kailasa. Following are some of the pictures taken on the day 4 of the Himalayan yatra of 2005. Moving to the year 2006, and on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, was on Himalayan yatra with the delegates of Kailasa. Following are some of the pictures taken on the day 5 of the Himalayan Yatra en route to Gangotri. The group stopped for a session of meditation. Before reaching Gangotri, the group also stopped at Harsil, one of the most beautiful valleys of the world, and had lunch amidst fun and frolic. Here, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is seen flinging water at everybody and causing a flurry amongst them. Upon reaching Gangotri, one of the Char Dham, we can see the group in the procession with the idols of Mailappa Swami, Sri Devi and Bhudevi. Mailappa Swami is the Utsava Murti of Lord Venkateshwara. Sri Devi and Bhudevi are his consorts. So from the year 2007, we'll catch the glimpse of this day through the short video. And in this video, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has expounded on the entering into the space of eternal Nithyananda. So let us watch this video.
Great seers of ancient India have talked about the Supreme Swan or the Paramahamsa. Born with the ability to fly minutes after it pushes itself through its shell, this Supreme Swan soars into the sky without touching the ground. People of great spiritual realization have always been called Supreme Swans or Paramahamsas, for they attain the state of inner bliss and enlightenment before getting caught in the web of world's reality. They are enlightened souls who have received the truth of the universe and communicate it to the rest of humanity. They live in God or the Eternal and inspire us to move in the right direction, to become like them and attain the same state of bliss achieved by them. Through them, millions of people have experienced spiritual upliftment and attained salvation. From time immemorial, India has been the land of spirituality and holiness unmatched by any other country in the world. India has given birth to great Paramahamsas, mystics, saints, and divine avatars who have consistently delivered this world from darkness to light. One such enlightened master, exuding divine grace, overwhelming compassion, and unfathomable spiritual knowledge, all at a very young age, is Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే. కోటి సూర్య స్వరూపిణం ఆనందగంధ ఈశ్వరం భక్త హృదయ నివాసినం నిత్యానందం నమోస్తుతే. నీలగంధ ప్రణవ మర్మ పరమహంస నిత్యా राज ध्यानपीठ नित्यपुरि भगवान्. नीलगन्धा प्रणव मर्म परमहंस नित्या राज ध्यानपीठ नित्यपुरि भगवान्. नीलगन्धा प्रणव मर्म परमहंस नित्या राज
One of India's most enduring personalities, he has won the hearts of millions with his simple philosophy of eternal bliss and meditation as the true path to self-realization. Working towards a society of bliss, his simple teachings and meditation techniques work towards creating an atmosphere of equal vision, balanced mind, righteousness, cosmic love, divine knowledge, spiritual upliftment, better emotional health and creativity in every walk of life to realize one's own self. Nithyananda was born as Rajashekharan, the second son of his parents Arunachalam and Lokanayaki, in the temple town of Tiruvannamalai, South India. Tiruvannamalai literally means Tiru Annamalai, or revered inaccessible mountain. In Sanskrit, this mountain is termed as Arunachala, or the unmoving morning star. This town, in a remote corner of Tamil Nadu, boasts of an unbroken lineage of enlightened masters for over 2,000 years. Or should we say, continues to be the final destination for those in the quest of truth. Arunagirinadar, Virupakshadevar, Ramana Maharishi, all hail from Tiruvannamalai and are revered even today for their supreme efforts in reinforcing the power of faith in the Supreme Being and self-realization. 10 days after he was born, the family astrologer predicted that Rajashekharan would grow up to become a Raja Sannyasi and guide the world, something his parents were not happy to hear. At the age of 10, Rajashekharan was initiated by Raghupati Yogi. In his moment of initiation, Rajashekharan was blessed with a vision of Parashakti. He went home and carved the vision he had in soapstone. Mataji Kupamal, a deeply pious friend of his grandmother, nurtured his growing consciousness with apparent insight into Rajashekharan's greatness. One day, Rajashekharan was found etching a complex shape on a copper foil. It was the sacred Shri Chakra. The Shri Chakra is believed to be a diagrammatic representation of the cosmos. Shri Ramana Maharishi, Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Sharada Devi were sources of inspiration for young Rajashekharan. At the age of 12, on the sacred day of Buddha Purnima, Rajashekaran had an intense encounter with the divine, an out-of-body experience that was to change the course of his life. By his 17th year, Rajashekaran's spiritual quest became too fierce to be ignored. He left home on a journey of arduous self-discovery with no assurance whatsoever, but only a glimpse of the divine he received at the age of 12. He wandered far and wide, studying and practicing meditation, from Tapovan in the Himalayas to Kanyakumari in the south, from Dwarka in the west to Gangasagar in the east. He wandered for 7 years in India and in Nepal. With just 2 pieces of clothing and a kamandalu, a holy water jug, and with no idea of where his next meal would be. One day in Gaurikund, he beheld a breathtaking vision. A young man with a glowing countenance and flowing locks was walking towards him with long strides and divine grace. Wonderstruck and gazing at him, Rajashekaran realized that this was none other than Mahavdar Babaji, the enlightened master dwelling in the Himalayas for thousands of years in perpetual youth. It was this great saint who looked at him and uttered the name Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda, an enlightened being in a physical body, young at heart but wise in mind. Rajashekaran undertook years of rigorous penance, intense meditation practices, and in-depth study of yoga, tantra, Vedanta, and Shaiva philosophies before he attained the ultimate state of consciousness, the state of Nithyananda, or eternal bliss. Word of the charismatic saint rode the winds in every direction. People visited Nithyananda from far and near. Effortlessly, he won their hearts. The time had come, and Nithyananda was ready to execute the real purpose of his divine birth. The purpose as a guru, as a master to the entire humanity. Guided by divine vision, Nithyananda soon reached Bidadi on the outskirts of Bangalore, where he found the place of his ashram. 20 acres and a 600-year-old sacred banyan tree, as revealed in his vision, he spotted without a doubt. On that divine soil, on January 1st, 2003, was inaugurated Nithyananda Dhyanapitam, his movement for meditation and inner transformation. Nithyananda Dhyanapitam stands on the divine soil on which this mission of compassion has come alive. The ambience is a perfect blend of tradition and modernity. The lifestyle of the ashramites speaks of a revival of the ancient Vedic system. Bliss Foundation is his worldwide movement to spread his message of meditation and inner bliss. With its spiritual nerve center in Bangalore, India, and its Western Hemisphere headquarters in Los Angeles, USA, it operates through 1,000 centers and over 78 upcoming ashrams in 30 countries, causing transformation of humanity through transformation of the individual. Paramahamsa Nithyananda, today just 30 years of age, is an inspiring personality and enlightened master of our times. Ravaged by greed, violence, terror and fear, we fall prey to the stress and strains of the outer world, while the inner self cries to be understood. We are not just citizens or passport holders. Deep within, transcending our social personality, is the core of our being, is the divine energy which is our true nature. Time and again, masters have emerged to show the way and demystify the very purpose of existence. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is one such realized master.
Person who creates formula to reproduce the understandings of the outer world. For example, Newton understood something in his life. He created a formula to reproduce the same understanding to every being, to every human being. Person who creates formula to reproduce the understandings and truths of the outer world is a scientist. Same way, person who creates formula to reproduce the experiences and the truths of the inner world is a Paramahamsa. Scientist creates formulas, Paramahamsas they create meditation techniques. They create meditation techniques to reproduce the same understanding, same experience, same enlightenment which happened in them, same bliss which happened in them.
How does one describe this great master? The charm of a child, the healing hands of a doctor, the compassion of a mother, the wisdom of a guru. To those who struggle under the many burdens of life, his presence itself is the answer they seek. In his arms, thousands find refuge, the ailing, the needy, and the seekers of God. The Master is an invitation to a journey inwards. In his own words, just allow me to light your being, then you will know that you are pure consciousness and your being pure bliss.
People continuously ask me, so are you God? Again and again tell them, I am not here to prove I am God, I am here to prove you are God.
Nityam Sharanam Gacchami, Dhyanam Sharanam Gacchami, Anandam Sharanam Gacchami, Nithyanandam Sharanam Gacchami, Nityam Sharanam Gacchami, Dhyanam Sharanam शरणं गच्छामि नित्यानन्दं शरणं गच्छामि
नित्यं चरणं गच्छामि ध्यानं चरणं गच्छामि आनन्दं चरणं गच्छामि नित्यानन्दं चरणं गच्छामि नित्यं शरणं गच्छामि ध्यानं शरणं गच्छामि आनन्दं शरणं गच्छामि नित्यानन्दं शरणं गच्छामि
नित्यं शरणं गच्छामि ध्यानं शरणं गच्छामि आनन्दं शरणं गच्छामि नित्यानन्दं शरणं गच्छामि नित्यं शरणं गच्छामि ध्यानं शरणं गच्छामि आनन्दं शरणं गच्छामि नित्यानन्दं शरणं गच्छामि
नित्यं चरणं गच्छामि
There's a beautiful story in Mahabharata. It's called Yaksha Prasna. There was a demigod who had a quiz program with Yudhishthira, was asking all questions. And this demigod asked, what is the greatest surprising thing in the planet Earth? The Yudhishthira replies, Dharmaraja replies, Ahan yahani bhutani yachantiha yamamandiram, gachantiha yamamandiram, seshastiram ischanti kimascharyamitapparam. It's a beautiful Sanskrit verse. He says, every moment, every day, we see so many people going to Yama's abode, means dying. Even then, every soul, every person who lives here thinks that he is not going to die. Only others are going to die. He is going to be here forever. Something which gives you that confidence. There is some energy, something which is constantly giving you the idea that you are going to be here forever. That is what we call Atman. Every one of you, every one of us experience that self, but unfortunately not all the time. Every one of us have got some experience or at least a vague idea of that self. Otherwise, holding on to this body, there can be no logic that you having strong belief or faith that you will never die, you will never perish. Even holding this body, you have some idea, some one corner. How many times you try to remind, at some part of your being, corner of your being, that idea is there that you won't perish. You won't perish. You won't die. Atmaspurana word means flowering of the self. That self, the consciousness which is in you, making it alive, making it as a solid experience for you throughout your life. That is the purpose of the whole program. The goal or purpose of the whole program is, in every one of you, there is a experience of self, making that alive, making that as a direct experience, living experience for the whole life. This whole program is based on Taittiriya Upanishad. The basic techniques or the ideas which we are going to work, which we are going to practice are from Taittiriya Upanishad. The word Upanishad is a very powerful word. The translation of that word is just sitting, nothing else. Just sitting. Just sitting can do so much in you. Sitting in the presence of the Master, sitting with the Master can do so much in you. That is why all the Vedic scriptures, the essence of the Vedic scriptures are called Upanishad. If you have done our first level programs like Ananda Spurana, LBP, Nithyananda Spurana, all these programs, they are all technique based. Technique based means you will be taught some techniques here, you can practice here, you can go back to the home and practice there. Technique based. The effort you put, that much you will grow. That will become experience. It happens. There is a next level program. If you have done Dhyana Spurana or Nithyanandam, they are all no technique based. There won't be any technique. Just the understanding. Understanding itself can add so much to you. Just a simple understanding. Changing your idea about yourself and the world and the cosmic energy. Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. If your ideas about these three changes, you will just transformed. You will be transformed. This is a second level. Now, this program is neither technique based nor no technique based. It is neither technique based nor no technique based. Technique based means you will learn something to be done here and you can go back to the home and practice. You will not receive anything like that now. You will not receive anything which you can practice in the home. No. No technique based means just understanding, nothing else. You will not be doing anything. But now, it's not that you are going to keep quiet. It's neither technique based nor no technique based. It is called process. Alchemy. When you sit with the Master, the Upanishad, when the sitting happens, some strange process starts happening in you, which can neither be called as technique nor no technique. It's literally like a cooking, boiling. By tomorrow evening, you are expected to be completely boiled. In Sanskrit, we have a word Siddha. Siddha means two meaning. One, enlightened, another one, cooked. Boiled. So by tomorrow evening, you are expected to be completely boiled or cooked. Siddha. It's just like adding something to you and taking something away from you. Whatever can be taken away will be taken away. Whatever needs to be added will be added. And the Master's presence is like a fire. Just like cooking. You add something, you remove something, and the fire, the presence of the fire, when all these things are done, cooking happens. This is more a process. Why I want to give this detailed introduction to you, please do not miss even a single session. With the technique-based course programs, if you miss one or two technique, no problem. You will have 80% result. With a no technique-based program, You don't even need to come for that program, just DVD is enough. Just video is enough. Your physical presence is not needed. But now, not only your physical presence, my physical presence also is needed. Both of us need to sit with each other. That is why this Upanishad starts with a beautiful mantra. Let us enter into that mantra next. For next 2 days, please decide very clearly you are going to be here. The whole program. People will come and ask, Swamiji, I have to go and pick up my kids. Can I go and come back? And in this country, God, in India we do this Atmaspurana 4 days. But you know, in this country, even if God comes, He has to come in the weekend. If He comes in the weekdays, please give your mail ID, we'll get back to you. But at least this weekend, let us be completely with this Upanishad. Please do not miss even a single session. Just be with the whole flow. You can be relaxed, no need to be very serious, or of course if you are checking out, then you will be serious. Too serious, trying to constantly judge me, what I am doing. Don't bother, relax. I am already judged by 1.2 million people around the world. If you are sitting here, waiting and judging, you are going to miss. Just relax. That's a big problem. If you are judging, you will be wasting your time. Maybe tomorrow by evening start judging. Till then relax. Nothing wrong. Judging is nothing wrong. Those preliminary programs like LBP, NSP, Dhyanaspurana, all those programs I have created for the people who are first timers, who are judging. This program I have designed more for the people who are really interested in diving deep. The other programs aiming at breadth. This program is aiming at depth. So, unfortunately, if you have not done any of the checking out programs earlier itself, decide not to waste your time. Decide. If you already checked out a little bit, then you won't have a problem. You will be completely ready to dive in, jump. Just for 2 days. Don't bother about much judging. Just dive deep into your being. One more thing. You will not even be able to understand anything about me unless you dive into the technology I have created. Otherwise you can't judge unless you yourself have one experience. You can't understand whether I had it or not. Only when you have some experience, you can understand. So even if you want to judge me, jump completely inside. Only then you will be able to judge properly. If you are standing outside and judging, then you are a critic, not a seeker. Two way of looking at things. Understand? A positive doubt. Maybe what he is saying is right. No, nothing is right. Two way of looking at things. If you just have that maybe, that's enough. The scientist's mind, a beginner's mind, how a scientist approaches a theory, same way approach with a beginner's mind, then so much can happen, so much of work can be done. Otherwise you will be just sitting and wasting your time and my time. Upanishad is a very powerful process. I request you not to miss even a single session. Next thing, for Upanishad to happen, you need to be here and now. You need to be completely here and now. Means two things. One, you can't sleep. Next, you need to be inside your boundary. Your bodies are not your homes. It is more like your hotels, your lodges. You put your luggage in that and start roaming around. That is the way you use your body. Understand? Your bodies are not your homes. You put your luggage and start going around, sightseeing. But for these 2 days, you are expected to be inside your home. You are expected to be inside your home and no sleeping. There's a small story. I always love to tell this story because I myself enjoy this story. One great preacher, a man who is preaching the name of the God all over the world, and the wild taxi driver, maybe from Chennai or New York or Calcutta. Calcutta is number 1. Maybe Chennai gets number 2, then New York. The other day I read the CNN, I was seeing the CNN, they say that the driving license, some written exam was there. New York drivers are the lowest score. I was surprised. India means they wouldn't have appeared even for exam. In Calcutta or Chennai, you can't even expect them to come for the exam. In Chennai, they may come to receive just the license. In Calcutta, you have to go and deliver the license and come back. Even to give the license, you may have to go to their home. Anyhow, one taxi driver and this great preacher, both of them died. Reached the Yama's court, Lord of Death. Yama is doing his regular inquiry. First the taxi driver came, as usual, fast. Yama asked, what were you doing? I was driving taxi. Then he just saw the list of the sin and merit. Now they're computerized. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Saw the whole list and said, all right. Have the golden key, go to heaven. Then next the preacher came. Yama asked, what were you doing? What's your name? I was spreading Lord's name all over the planet Earth. He started giving his regular sermon, as usual. Memorized, usually it will be memorized. And Yama said, stop, relax. Then he saw the list of sin and merits. He said, I think you need to go to hell. The moment the preacher heard this, he started shouting, what? Just for a taxi driver you gave heaven? How dare you send me to hell? I'll sue you, maybe from US. Shouting. Preachers are professional shouters. That is another one thing. Shouting. Yama said, relax. Here up in the heaven, we don't bother what you do. We bother the result. This taxi driver guy, even though he was driving taxi, he was so wild in his driving, people who were sitting inside the taxi and outside, all of them were praying for their life. He made so many people theists. He made them all believers of God. What he does is secondary, but the effect of his action, he converted many of them into believers. But you, even though you were preaching, You are preaching in such a way people were sleeping. Understand, the problem is, if you sleep now, when I go there, I will have problem. May not be for your sake, at least for my sake. Don't sleep. When I go there, I will be given the hell's key. So at least for my sake, no sleeping. We are going to directly deal with how you are living. So now, we can't afford to sleep. Neither you can afford to sleep, nor I can afford to sleep. So both of us have to remain awake. Do something. What you will do is up to you. But we can't afford to sleep. Because there are so many things involved with the sleeping. When I go there, I'll have a problem. At least for that sake, I can't let you guys sleep. Second thing, first thing, no sleeping. Second thing, sitting inside your boundary. This is a very important thing to be understood. Just see your life, early morning, when you get, early morning you don't get up, that is different. When you get out of your bed and start brushing, if at all, already your mind is sitting in the office, thinking about your boss, thinking about the answers you are supposed to give, thinking about the work. By the time you reach your office and sitting in the office, already your mind is in the beach, evening. Thinking about the beach or the weekend vacation. If you are in the beach, evening, already your mind is thinking when to go back to the home. It is cold, it is something this, that. The funny part of your mind is, when you see a beautiful scenery in the TV or advertisement, like beautiful beach or beautiful forest or a snow-covered mountain, you always feel you should be there. And if you are there, you will be in ecstasy. That is the idea you get, especially the resort advertisements. And you almost feel if you are lying in that chair near that swimming pool in that beach, you will be in heaven. But when you go there itself, you don't see that experience. Why? What is happening? Why? When we see visually, it feels that we will be in ecstasy. When we go there, it is not an experience. It's not becoming an experience. First thing, the moment you are in the beach, already your mind has started thinking about when to be in the home. When you are back in the home, already your mind has started thinking about next day routine. If your body is here, one thing is sure, you are not here. Now for these next 2 days, you will not use your body as a lodge or a hotel. You will use your body as a home. Come back. Just be inside your boundary. Only then I can work with you. You and me, both of us need to sit with each other. Understand? You and me, both of us need to sit with each other. It means what? Both of us need to sit with each other. You can't be somewhere, then I can't work on you. You need to be here, only then I can work with you. You need to be inside your boundary. Your skin is supposed to be your boundary, at least till you become enlightened. After you become enlightened, how alive you feel inside your skin, the same life you will feel inside every skin. Inside this pillow, inside this seat, inside everything, you will feel that same life. At least now, skin is your boundary. That is your boundary. Come back. Come back. Be inside your skin, inside your boundary. Only then the Upanishad can happen. Both of us need to sit with each other. That is why this Upanishad starts with a beautiful mantra. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvi navadita mastu mavit vishavahai. Beautiful mantra. Let both of us not hate each other. Let both of us grow together. The beauty of the education in Vedic tradition is not egocentric. The master says, let both of us grow. He is not saying, let you grow, I will teach you. No. He is saying, let both of us grow. That's the truth. That is the truth. Let both of us work with each other. Let both of us not hate each other till we end the process. Let both of us feel connected at least till tomorrow evening. Understand? You may sit here like as you are attending a weekend workshop or a management course. Any attitude is okay, no problem. But decide, these 2 days you will sit sincerely with the whole process. I am not asking you to accept me as your guru and all. I am not asking. Actually people ask me, Swami, should I accept you as a guru? I said no. If I am your guru, this question will not raise. As long as this question is there, I am not your guru. Forget about it. Search, seek. And the people, one more thing. I always tell people, even if you accept me as a guru, there is nothing wrong learning from some other source or some other master or some other place. I always tell people, pluck flowers from all gardens and make a beautiful bouquet for yourself. Nothing is wrong. After all, I am here to enrich your life. If somebody else also is enriching, absorb. What's wrong? It's not like a shop. If you come to my shop, don't go to other shop. It's not mom shop, pop shop. Or mom and pop shop. It's not a shop. If you come here, don't go there. Nothing. Enrich yourself. Wherever you can, or whatever way you can. Just these 2 days, don't bother about this or that, or with all your internal struggles and unnecessary useless questions. Just sit with a deep, receptive, prayerful mood inside your boundary. The whole process can happen. The whole process can happen. The Upanishad can start happening. Till tomorrow evening, let us not hate each other. Because I am going to make you do all sorts of things. Means your food will be little delayed, your sleep will be little delayed, your daily routine may be little delayed. You may face little so-called uncomforts. Do not grumble or grudge. Even if you grumble, I am not going to leave you. See, program is fixed. Either you go through with a complete acceptance or with a struggle is up to you. I have no problem. But you are going to go through. There is one option I give. If you go through without struggling, it will be a lot more easy for you. That's all. So let us not hate each other. Let us feel connected to each other. Let us grow together. That is the beauty of Vedic masters. Enlightenment is ultimate experience, but not final. See, understand, the ultimate happening every moment is enlightenment. So every moment, an enlightened being is exploding and growing, expanding. You may think, how can an enlightened person grow? Maybe the growing word is not a proper word. The ultimate experience happening every moment. It's ultimate. Enlightenment is ultimate. But it's not that it happens once and stops. It is happening continuously. It is right word is enlightening, not even enlightenment. It is not noun, it is a verb. That's the truth. It is a verb. Enlightening, continuously that experience is happening. That is why Master says, let us grow together. Let us grow together. Sahana vavatu, sahanao bunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahi. Let both of us grow together. For that, we need a simple, honest friendliness, feeling connected, respect for each other, and conscious decision to work together.
So now we will move to the next year, the year 2012. On this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expounded on the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 36. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism said that when we insist on collapsing into our suffering and lamenting our sad situation, we block ourselves off from the spiritual help. Even the Guru cannot penetrate the wall of our selfishness. When we create trouble so great that even Master cannot intervene, we are committing sin. Actually, this behavior is a self-abuse because it keeps us locked into our negative pattern. If we can sit openly in the Master's presence and allow his compassion to melt us, we can break the pattern and come out of the karma it produces.
Which you yourself can help is pattern. All the problems you have, which Master can help you and get you out, is karma. All the problems you have, even Master cannot help, is sin. Understand? All the problems you have, which you yourself can come out, is a pattern. All the problems you have, which Master can help and you can come out, is karma. All the problems you have, which even Master cannot help, is sin. This pattern, self-sympathy and self-pity, falls under sin because even Master cannot help you. Bhagavan is using the word papebhyo. Pabakrittamaha. If you are the sinner of all the greatest sinner, please understand, even then he says there is a possibility, there is a solution. But I tell you, when you are in that mood, I am the worst sinner, I cannot handle all that self-sympathy and self-pity mood, even Bhagavan's solution you won't take it up, I tell you. Self-sympathy and self-pity is fallen into the borewell. Sometime in India, here and there you can see the unclosed borewell. They dig the borewell and they don't close and leave it and go away. Children fall into that. Never they are brought out alive, saved alive. Only bodies are brought. I tell you, this attitude of self-sympathy and self-pity, attitude of self-sympathy and self-pity is like fallen into the borewell. Even if somebody tries to save you, you are in such chaos and confusion, you don't allow them to save you. You can't cooperate. That is why I tell you, do not allow this self-sympathy or self-pity the moment it comes. First moment itself, destroy it. How? If your head catches fire, you run and put that fire off. Same way, the moment self-sympathy and self-pity catches you, run. Do whatever you can and you can't, but get rid of it. Get out of it. Self-sympathy, self-pity is the worst suffering. If you are on the self-pity and self-sympathy, I have seen people acting like they have self-sympathy and self-pity. If I say, do this, do that, do this meditation, or do this yoga, or go around the hill, or go to the temple every day, then they act, no, I cannot do, I tried, I am giving up, I don't know what to do, I can't do yoga, I can't do akada. But inside the heart they know they can, but they don't want to. But they try to use this self-pity and self-sympathy to protect themselves from me. I tell you, you are doomed and destroyed. You are already dead. Just we need to put you inside the mud, that's all. Nothing else. Somebody goes to a doctor and says, doctor, I am sick. Doctor diagnoses him and says, finally, you will be alive only 6 more months, you will be dead after 6 months. The fellow says, is there no way, please save me, he cries. Finally, doctor slowly tells, all right, if you take mud bath every day, there is a way. This fellow says, it means I will be cured. He says, no, you will be trained. If you are suffering with self-sympathy or pity, or acting as if you are suffering with self-sympathy or pity, you are doomed. Understand? There are some patterns, the moment you act, it infects you. Even acting infects you. Physical disorders, going near that person. For example, if somebody has cough or cold, dengue, H1N1, you go near that person, you are infected by it. It is infectious disease. There are some pattern, imitative infectious disorders. The moment you imitate them, you are infected by them. The pattern of strength is imitative infectious. If you imitate for 1 week, you will get it. Pattern of self-sympathy, very powerful imitative infectious. Try. 1 week. 1 week is not required. 2 days is enough. Imitate self-sympathy and self-pity. Simply you will start believing it. You will start believing it. Imitate
Moving to the next year, the year of 2013, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang, answered questions about the karma and sannyas, the monastic lifestyle. The first question that was asked is how we can erase the karmic pattern which emerges from the previous life and have impact on the present life. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism replied that once we complete with these inner karmas, they cease to control us. The completion also heals the previous lives in which those patterns originated. Asked about the qualities, the merit of sannyas, he replied that the candidate should have passed through a minimum of 25 human lives to have achieved the maturity to appreciate sannyas. After so many births, a soul has completed its shallow expectations of life and is ready for the spacious beyond completion. This is the true liberation, the freedom to travel on the ultimate journey, the journey of enlightenment. So we'll watch a short clip from this satsang.
be in the air, but unless you have a receiver, it can't be received, it won't be received. So understand, the patterns you carry acts as a receiver for you to experience your life. So, if you decide to complete with the root patterns you are carrying, you don't need to worry or bother about the past life or the prarabdha. Listen, the effects of the past life or the prarabdha will not have any effect on you if you can complete your root patterns. Completing your root patterns liberates you not only from the karmas of this life, it frees you even from the past and the prarabdha. Sannyas can be a simple conscious decision. Sannyas can be simple conscious decision. You are also asking, is it possible that the Guru can change a being's prarabdha? Guru can change, but in your case I will not change and I will let you suffer in your confusion. Because you are so strongly associated, I can say that you literally love your confusion. Because the space you carry that confusion, you don't need to take the responsibility. You can continue to blame your confusion. And it gives you the feeling you are trying your best, what else you can do? The most cunning Atmahadya on the planet Earth is, I am trying my best, what else I can do? This is the worst form of suicide. Please listen. This is the worst form of suicide. So sannyas is a simple conscious decision. You do not need any other external support, and the decision of sannyas is.
Moving to the next year, the year of 2014, on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in the presidential address, Nithyananda Satsang expanded on how living Advaita can be used for the crisis management. He explained in detail how we mess up our life and then deny that there is anything wrong. So first we must understand that there is a crisis. Then he explained how we need to look in and listen, then internalize, which melts down the problem. Then only we can radiate the joy, power, clarity, and the energy of Advaita.
Shall we start the process then? Ready? Sit up. Please close your eyes. Don't sleep. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Om Ka Ye E La Hrim Ha Sa Kha Ha La Hrim Sa Ka La Hrim Hak 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 Shodasi Tripura Bhairavi Tripura Sundari Bala Sambhavi Shankari Jaganmata Shaiva Rupini Shantamayi Anandamayi Nithyanandamayi Advaitanandamayi Mahamayi Kundalini Jaganmata Shivagami Abhirami Mahamayi Kula Kundalini Kameshwari 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 Magamayi Karumari Jagadamba Shivanyana Pita Nilaye Sarvanya Pita Nilaye Sarvanya Pita Vasini Jaganmata Meenakshi Jagadatri Shivaduti. Keep your Atma Linga on the top of your head. Hold with both the hands. The linga can be kept flat, lying on your head.
So now we'll move to the next year, the year of 2017. On this day, this discourse delivered on 26th May 2017 has quickly become favorite among the devotees and the disciples of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In this, he shares the sweet story of the initiation into the oneness, the Advaita, that his childhood guru, the Arunagiri Yogeshwara, the first Arunachala Shiva, gave him. All the Shaktis, powers of Sadashiva came from the oneness. Just by giving our full listening to this sweet story, we can also feel that same oneness with Arunagiri Yogeshwara in the form of our beloved Swamiji.
Today the subject Diksha, initiation, superconsciousness, intensely electrocuting your existence and raising you to the frequency of its existence is Diksha. It can happen through Guru, through the deity, through even a tree, river, hill, with whoever Diksha has happened for you, that is your Ishtadevata. Diksha penetrates all the three levels: your muscle memory, biomemory, and bioenergy. Muscle memory means the memory of your muscles which carries all your action-related cognitions. The space where your cognitions are stored is biomemory. Bioenergy is the conscious frequency which operates in your body. Understand? Cutting across the muscle memory, biomemory, bioenergy, raising the very frequency of the bioenergy to Sadashiva's bioenergy, vibrating it. That is what I call electrocuting it. Vishesha Diksha is a hotline connection with the most hottest person.
samskara dahana, which is the removal of pain patterns. I've done this before in June 2016 in Varanasi when I first attended my IA. And the thing is, then when I did this completion, like after I did this amazing powerful completion, I actually levitated for the first time. And like this time around, Swamiji went above and beyond. Not only did he do the process, but he also gave us Kalabhava darshan afterwards, where we burned all of our pain patterns. And actually, this time around, when I did the samskara dahana with the Kalabhava darshan, the very next day when we had Rudra Abhishekam, for the first time ever, I just felt this complete sense of bliss. It just filled my whole body, and it was so sweet. It was such a sweet, sweet feeling. So not only do I levitate now, but it also, I just feel this extremely blissful feeling, and I just love it. It was such an amazing, amazing experience.
Moving to the next year, the year of 2018, and on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gave the energy darshan to the delegates of Nitya Kriya Yoga program. The Nitya Kriya Yoga program goes far beyond just cleansing your chakra. It totally cleanses your 5 koshas, the energy bodies, which are responsible for all the pain, suffering, conflict, confusion, lack of fulfillment in our life. Moving to the next year, the year of 2020. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism recalled the origins of Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism then continued to expound on the secret treasures of the Sarvanyanottara Agama in explaining how binary logic and the cosmic logic work together. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism said that knowing when the source is empowering, neutral, withdrawing, or letting you fall into delusion or dilution is a most wonderful, simple secret of Paramashivan Jnana. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism worked further on raising the consciousness of the delegates by bestowing them with the Bhikshanadhan Bhava Samadhi Darshan for the day. So with this, we come to the end of today's segment of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Now we'll enter into the Nityananda Satsang, a live Satsang. We request all the viewers to please sit straight. We'll move into the Satsang now.
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's own reflection, his own reflection in this universe is yourself. Yourself's original source in the parallel universe is Paramashiva. Listen. Understand this example. A swan, Paramahamsa, flying on the sky, is just floating in the sky. His reflection falling on a swimming pool. The reflection is you. The swan is Paramashiva. The swimming pool is your body. Understand, the moment reflection looks back to the source, it realizes it was, it is, it will be forever Paramashiva. Sometimes the reflection feels it is being hurt by the waves in the swimming pool. The reflection need to realize nothing in the swimming pool, even if the swimming pool is dried, it cannot hurt you. It cannot hurt the reflection, because reflection is centered in the source. You only have two choices. Either you can enjoy you being a reflection, or you can go back to your source. Beautifully, Paramashiva explains to Devi, anything goes circular. Listen, anything goes circular, repetitive, is reflection of me, even when it believes it is suffering. It cannot suffer. It can only forget its existence. In the delusion, it can force itself and imagine itself as if it is suffering. When that reflection looks back at the source, it realizes it is Paramashiva. It can never suffer. Listen. Listen to this deeply. You in the parallel universe is Paramashiva, the great swan floating in the space. The reflection of that great swan on the swimming pool in this universe is your individual self. That swimming pool is your body. Anything which goes round, listen. Paramashiva explains so beautifully. I'll tell you in the modern language, whether it is an atom or known universes, everything goes round it is in circular motion in the space, in Chitagasha, conscious space. Anything, whether an atom or the known universe, everything is rotating in the circular motion. What is created in the circular motion is called circular time. The time which circles, repeats itself. You can see in your body, your hunger repeats itself. Your number 1, number 2, number 3 repeats itself. Your sleep repeats itself. Your patterns repeat themselves. Your decision to smoke, your decision to drink, your decision to be addicted to something, everything is repetitive. Understand? Anything which repeats is in the circular time motion. It is within the field of nirantaratva but not nityatva. It is within the field of nirantaratva but not nityatva. If you know, anything which repeats does not hurt you, cannot hurt you. You are liberated from time. You are liberated from kala. Listen. Listen to this carefully. Ma Tripureshananda is messaging, need to drill into depth as default cognition. Drop your stupidity. Sincerely accept me as your guru. Drop all your cunningness and hypocrisy and playing games. This moment I will make this as your enlightenment, your realization. Listen. There are few people any knowledge I reveal, they immediately feel, wow, this is mine, I understand. Those people are followers. There are some people, if I reveal powerful cognitions, they understand, wow, this is mine. They are disciples. There are some people, if I reveal any powers, they immediately understand, hey, this is mine. They are my own. I should say, my extensions. Ma Tripuresha, if you get out of your hypocritical games, I can make these words as your realization now. Listen to this intensely. Whenever my gurus, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, he talks about some power, I simply know it is mine because he has it. When he has it, it is mine. I have a right. I am so obedient to him. So involved with him. I just know anything he has is mine. I tell you, I have some of the real gems, that kind of disciples. You may feel they are crazy if you see my relationship with them and their relationship with me. You may think it is crazy. But you should know it is gracie, not crazy. I'll give you many examples. One example, right now I can remember. I can give immediately. One day I called Bhagavan Reddy from Dallas. I called him and told him. He asked me the boon to bless him with the wealth. I told him, stop seeing these movies, cinema, especially these Telugu movies. It's not that I'm against cinema and Telugu movies. No, I'm not against movie or cine industry. I just told him, stop watching movies. I'll shower you with wealth. He simply obeyed me. You should know not only wealth, his whole family, the whole ecosystem. He is now ready to blossom as an ecosystem for his whole city. See, when your family blossoms as beautiful ecosystem, then it expands into city. You can take it to the city. It may look so stupid. What is this, Swamiji? If I also stop watching movies, will I get money? No. For you, I will give you the instruction. It's not that it's for all. I just know what need to be told to whom. I'm so straight with him. I don't mince words to him. I feel I don't need to. He wanted to take his son for a few days when he was in India from Gurukul. I said, simply stop. I just said, no, that's all. Talk in roundabout way. I don't tell you, talk to the administration. And then behind the back, I'll give the instruction to administration, don't send. I don't do all of that. No politicking. He is a sweet disciple, so I am a sweet guru. When I manifest the powers, he just knows it is his. Recently, he had some health issues. I just said, don't worry. I'm there with you. That's all. He became all right. It took maybe 2-3 seconds for him to get back. I'll give you thousands of examples. Listen. This one immediately I remembered, so I am giving. I'll give you more examples. Now, let me first finish what I need to tell to all of you through this webinar. First, your source is Paramashiva in the parallel universe. Paramashiva's reflection in this known universe is yourself. Your body is a swimming pool on which the reflection is there. Anything which is in the circular motion, mandala, cannot hurt you, whether it is an atom or a cell or known universe. Fortunately, the whole known universe is going around in circle. It cannot hurt you. Listen to this. Wake up. If you are having the pattern of repetitive, like smoking or drinking or any other addiction, any pattern, you should know, because it is repetitive, it is in circular time motion, it cannot hurt you. Then you may ask, oh, Swamiji, then are you encouraging us to get more and more addicted? No. Listen, you just need to know it cannot hurt you. After that, how you will evolve is different. Just understand the truth as it is. The truth has its own way of guiding you, its own power to guide you, its own power to evolve you. Once you know, even what you think as the worst habit cannot hurt you, you will start seeing who is you. Listen, you come to conclusion about you only based on what can hurt you. Poor man who does not have food, who thinks hunger can hurt him, thinks strongly believes his body. When I realized hunger cannot hurt me, I realized I am not the body. Listen. Listen. I used to tell all the youngsters, if you are below 40, 18 to 40, if you listen to me, take 1 year off, walk length and breadth of India from Rameshwaram to Amarnath. Length and breadth of all the 12 Jyotirlingas. Walk. It will take 1 year. But it will make you so rich. You can have cell phone. You can even have money for emergency. But just beg and eat, sleep under the trees or under the roadside shelters. 1 year, I tell you, you will realize nothing can hurt you. When you realize nothing can hurt you, your identity about you just shoots up. You start seeing yourself in the parallel universe. All these are powerful tapas. Powerful tapas. The richness 1 year of walking length and breadth of India, the richness it can add to you can never be compared to anything else. Just 1 year. You won't die, don't worry. Even if you die in this Parivraj Yatra, because you did the Yatra listening to Guru Walk, you will reach Kailasa immediately. My quota, Kailasa. Kailasa green card through Swamiji's special quota. You won't die, don't worry. Now India has become very comfortable in providing medical care anywhere. It's not like a 80s and 90s when I did the Pariviraj Yatra. Now the 108 ambulance service is available all over India, almost like a 911 in US. So you won't die, don't worry. But this 1 year can make you realize that nothing can hurt you. I tell you, the joy every time I realize this cannot hurt me anymore, the freedom I experienced, the way I connected my Paramashivatva, the way I manifested my Paramashivatva, unimaginable. And the way I sat with Paramashiva, understand? My puja time, I see my Gurukul kids. Whenever I describe about Arunagiri Yogeshwara, they just know it is they and me. I can see even now, Ma Viraja smile, Ma Nikita, all these kids, the way they sit and smile in the courtyard, they are all sitting in the courtyard Gurukul. They all just know, when I describe about Arunagiri Yogeshwara, they know they are sitting with their Arunagiri Yogeshwara. The way they smile, the way they melt down. Whether Gurukul kids are those people who are intensely connected. Like Yoga Malar in Canada, Calgary, she is still Gurukul kid only. Her age, physical age may be anything, but the way she will melt down, she's just a Gurukul kid. I tell you, anything that goes in circle cannot hurt you. Anything goes vertical makes you manifest higher consciousness, Kundalini Shakti. The energies which naturally goes higher makes you manifest highest, best, most powerful, most beautiful things in the life. I tell you, Kala, time cannot hurt you. Anything happens within the time cannot hurt you. Anything which goes round and round and round, whether the hunger which comes again and again, addictions which comes again and again, 1, 2, 3 which comes again and again, sleep which comes again and again, all this are like a waves in the swimming pool. Can the waves in the swimming pool hurt the reflection? You are being taught by stupid people who are criminals, not just stupid, criminals who want to keep you under bondage. They make you believe small things can hurt you. Small things can hurt you. The wave in the swimming pool can hurt the reflection. It cannot. Even when you are a reflection, the waves in the swimming pool cannot hurt you. Listen. Because you are centered on Nityatva. Anything goes round is centered on Nirantaratva. Nirantaratva cannot hurt Nityatva. A few days of hunger during this Parivrajaka Yatra, few days of sleeplessness, so many unexpected events, peoples, things. When you see all of this, suddenly you will realize multiple things which you always believed will be hurting you. You will find them, they are not hurting you. The body pain threshold, your threshold, what do you think as your capacity? Suddenly you will see that there is nothing called threshold. You can handle anything. You can handle anything. I tell you, all of you, slaves of the corporate, oh NRI Hindus, slaves of the chronic capitalists who are groomed to be the slaves of the chronic capitalists. Just like in those days, some of the Mughal kings used to groom girls to be kept as a sex slave. All you slaves of the corporate, the chronic capitalists, all of you who work for someone, receive salary, pay bills, live your so-called normal life, 2 car, 1 house, wife, 2 kid, all of you, I am addressing each one of you. All of you understand. You get tired even by ordinary 2-3 high adrenaline meetings. See, few meetings if you need to do with high alertness, high adrenaline flow, where you have to be very strategic. The words you utter need to be highly monitored, thought through. PowerPoint presentation, you have to have the high adrenaline to impress your boss or the customer, or even that few high adrenaline meeting tires you. Because of that, you have a cheap identity about yourself. You fellows are worthy of going through this suffering and hell because you dumped your Hindu tradition. Understand, Hinduism is the science of superconscious mutation. It is a science of superconscious mutation. I am not at all angry with you guys doing a job, making money, paying tax. No, I am not really angry. I am okay with it. But you guys have dumped the superconscious mutation science. I wanted to make it very clear. When I say superconscious mutation, you should understand from the Hindu Shastras, like a Puranas. Don't understand the word mutation from Hollywood movies and TV serials. Listen. Hollywood movies and TV serials, the mutants you see, there's a TV serial about mutants. And even there are many movies. What you hear from Hollywood is the version of unconscious mutants. They are from Patala, lower worlds. That idea only they are presenting. People with extra powers, but not with enlightenment or intelligence. You get idea about mutants from them. I am not talking about them. I am talking about the superconscious mutants. The superconscious mutants of the higher worlds. Like people from Swargaloka. People from Makarloka, Mahaloka. People from higher worlds. Those superconscious mutants, understand? Your DNA is hardwired for superconscious mutation. Today, I'll experientially show you. Listen. Listen. Make a list of 25 things which you think will never happen in your life, most difficult for you to achieve. Maybe the first point will be making $1 billion. The second point, healthy yogic body. Third point, my ex-husband or the girlfriend or the ex-boyfriend or ex-wife. My ex is the most difficult person to handle. He should come back to me and apologize for all the things he has done in my life. That will never happen. You may be thinking. Put all of that in list. I will make what you think can never happen into reality. Then you will understand. Superconscious mutation is extremely powerful, real science. Real science. This TV series, which is called Heroes. Idea of mutants they try to project, describe is from the lower worlds. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Patala. where people have extra powers but not enlightenment, higher intelligence. So understand, the superconscious mutation I am talking about, the superconscious mutants I am creating are from the higher worlds. They are from the higher worlds. From Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, from the higher worlds. So understand, anything which you think not possible, pen down 25 items. Why, you know? Actually, you have 25 heads. In your real sense, Paramashiva. 25 independently intelligent tracks running in your brain is a normal standard for any Hindu DNA. Listen carefully. If you are born Hindu or initiated by me, your DNA is Hindu DNA. Listen, we have proved through multiple scientific researches and documentation. When I initiate you, your very mitochondria cell energy goes up. The deeper layers of your DNA gets awakened. If you want, go and see the scientific studies and researches, observations we have documented. So listen, because when I initiate you, I make your individual self connect with your higher beings in the parallel universe, like Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka. I've spoken only about the three lokas, Swarga, Maha and Jana. Later on, I'll speak about the other lokas. Listen. A normal, common Hindu, practicing Hindu, I should say this word, a practicing Hindu, as 25 independently intelligent tracks available for his brain. Please understand, I am under the cosmic court oath. I can't lie to you. I only talk the truth as it is. If you are told or if you start believing your brain can do only one thing at a time for a best performance, you are stupid. To believe the exploitative ideas. It is like these ideas about the psychology and psychiatry being inserted into you just to make you as a lifelong customer. Everything you go through in your life is classified as some psychological disorder. So you are slave forever to the industry of psychology and psychiatry. This blood pressure and diabetes is also a large scale exploitation. They can be sorted out too easily just by lifestyle. I tell you, just do these few days of Parivrajaka which I am saying. You will realize your threshold of pain is too high. When you get tired repetitively, even with few high adrenaline meetings, you start stupidly believing the high adrenaline meetings hurt you and you can do only one thing at a time to be a high performer or a great achiever. This is the most stupid, self-violence, atmahatya, suicide. If you are a practicing Hindu, you have minimum 25 independent intelligent tracks available for you. Understand? I am not even talking that Ashtavadani, Dasavadani, Shodasavadani level. It is too small. Ashtavadani, Dasavadani and all is like a people who can perform 8 actions at a time are called Ashtavadanis. People who can perform 16 acts at a time are Shodasavadanis. That and all is too small, just intellectual level, ordinary level. But I tell you, you have 25 tracks in the independently intelligent energy dimension tracks. You can perform 25 power manifestations at a time. I am not talking too many big things. Listen. See, when I say you can perform Ashtavadani, Dasavadani, Shodasavadani, if you feel connected with it, you are my follower. When I say, hey, you can have 25 independent, intelligent energies. You can make 25 independent power manifestations at a time. If you feel one with it, if you are vibrating with it, if you feel, yeah, when I can do third eye and make the Atmalinga stand erect, all these 2-3 things at a time, I can do 25 power manifestation at a time. If you vibrate with it, you are in oneness with me. We both are meeting in Jana Loka. The teleportation of Jana Loka is happening into Bhuloka in you. If I say, you can perform 25 intellectual acts at a time, like you can smell, you can hear, you can write, you can solve maths, all 25 actions at a time. If you feel connected, wow, yes, it is possible. Then from Swargaloka, teleportation is happening from Swargaloka of you to Bhuloka. If you understand, 25 powers can be manifested simultaneously at a time. Then from the Janaloka, the teleportation of you from the Janaloka is happening into the you in Bhuloka. Understand? I'll give you the next powerful cognition for this teleportation into parallel universe. If you come to the conclusion that your God is Paramashiva, you will manifest bhakti. If you come to the conclusion your world is Paramashiva, you will manifest yukti, right knowledge about life, tasma. If you come to the conclusion your individual self is Paramashiva, you will manifest Shakti. Listen, I will repeat. If you come to the conclusion your God is Paramashiva, He decides when you will be born, how you will be living, when you will leave the earth, where you will reach. If you cognize that, if you understand that your God is Paramashiva, He is living intelligence, independent intelligence, living alive right now, you will manifest so much bhakti. Wow! If you understand this whole world, this Jagat is Paramashiva, you will realize you will have amazing strategies to win, to be successful, to be consciously productive. Understand that word, consciously productive. Success is not winning over others. That is social success, winning over others, having more money than the others, having more power than the others, having more things than the others. That is social success. What I am talking is conscious success, feeling that you can do anything. Ishwaratva. That comes to you when you know this Jagat is Paramashiva. Yukti, amazing yukti. Anything you see, you will just know the strategy to deal with it, live with it. When you come to the conclusion, your soul, Jiva, is Paramashiva, you will just manifest Shaktis. Listen. Knowing Ishvara, your God is Paramashiva, makes you manifest Bhakti. Knowing this world, universe, Jagat is Ishvara, Jagat is Paramashiva, makes you manifest Yukti. Knowing yourself, Jiva, individual, is Paramashiva, makes you manifest Shakti. Knowing your Jiva, your Ishvara, your Jagat, knowing your Jiva, your Ishvara, your Jagat, all the three are Paramashiva, is Paramadvaita. That is what I call Paramadvaita, manifesting Shakti, Bhakti, Yukti. Listen. Knowing your soul, individual Jiva, is Paramashiva, Your Jagat, world, is Paramashiva. Your Ishvara, God, is Paramashiva. Knowing all the three are Paramashiva is Paramadvaita. Listen. Listen to this truth. Every word I am uttering, even if you intellectually catch it, you will be liberated so much. You will have so much liberation. Sometimes people ask me, Swamiji, you give so many boons, so many powers, so much of knowledge. Don't you feel people may try to hurt you with what you have given? I have seen Bhasmasura. Do you think these fellows are more than Bhasmasura? I have seen Bhasmasuras who take the boon, next moment they receive the boon, they wanted to try it on me. It's not that I was frightened, I ran away from Bhasmasura. No. Just now I gave the boon. I did not want to kill that fellow, stupid fellow. Even though he is stupid. The moment I gave the boon, I cannot kill him. Then naturally Vishnu came and finished his job. What he needed to do, he did it. And finished the Bhasmasura. Whatever I am sharing will only do good to you, good to me, good to the universe. If you start with life positive manifestation. That is why I insist again and again not to be violent with yourself. Even with Bhasmasura, he was so suicidal, like a low self-image, low inner image. His only fear was, if Paramashiva gives the same boon to others, what will happen to me? He wants to have exclusivity. All exclusivity is suicidal. All inclusivity is life positivity. There's a beautiful one-line verse. Like proverb. Marunde ayinum virundombi unga. Even if it is medicine, share with everyone and enjoy. It means in those days, the medicines used to be such that there will not be any side effect. The natural food and herbs itself used to be medicine. Listen. I'll repeat. Cognizing your jiva, individual self, is Paramashiva, makes you manifest Shakti. Cognizing your Jagat, world, is Paramashiva, makes you manifest Yukti. Very powerful strategies for conscious success. You will have social success also. But conscious success, you just know how to deal with everything. And if you cognize your Ishvara, God is Paramashiva, you will manifest Bhakti. Understand? realizing your soul, Jiva, Jagat, your world, Ishvara, your God, all three are Paramashiva, is Paramadvaita. That is Paramadvaita. Listen. Today, I'm going to initiate all of you into 25 power manifestation at a time. Real Paramashivatva, real Paramashiva Shakti manifestation. Listen. Take few minutes, pen down 25 most impossible things you believe. Hey, listen. I'll raise your Kundalini Shakti to such level. Impossibilities you believe, most difficult, what you believe as the most difficult in your life, that is like a dam around you. I'll raise your Kundalini to that power. The dam will be just blasted. It will break. It is not that all 25 need to be broken. Even if one or two breaks, the whole dam will collapse. It's like a dam which has a 25 strong points. Even if I break one or two strong points, the whole dam will collapse. Whole prison you built around you will be destroyed. Listen, my intention is only one thing. Teleport your Paramashivatva in the parallel universe into this world, reflection what you are having as you, bringing Shiva to your Jiva, making your Jiva see your Shiva. So today, the initiation is going to be making you manifest 25 powers at a time. Now, take few minutes, pen down 25 most impossible things you believe. You may be believing your ex, as I gave the list. Your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend was the most difficult fellow. He will never apologize to you. He should call me and apologize for what he did. You may be thinking that is never possible, impossible. Pen down that. You may be thinking, I always wanted to win $10 million lottery, $20 million lottery, but that seems like impossible. Pen down that. Pen down 25 challenges you want to give for Paramashiva. Like if Paramashiva appears in front of you and asks, Hey, do you know I am Paramashiva? And if you say, if you are Paramashiva, prove to me by making these 25 things happen. So make that kind of a challenging 25 things which you think will never happen. Pen down. Most difficult you think, which can never happen, just pen them down. I'll guide you and initiate you, give you the real breakthrough. Teleportation into parallel universe. I'm going to teleport you into parallel universe, and parallel universe, your identity, Paramashiva, into you. The spiritual names I give you all is always to teleport your parallel universe existence into this universe existence. If I have given you the name, for example, Maheshwara, it means Maheshwara is your parallel universe existence. So I am making that Maheshwara into your being. If I have given you the spiritual name like Sadashiva, Mahadeva, means Mahadeva is your parallel universe existence. I am making that into your this world existence. Spiritual name is all about that only. Teleporting your parallel universe existence into this universe, your individual existence, yourself. Now, make the 25 things, list it. Listen carefully. You can offer these 25 things as a prayer, or as a demand, or as an intention, sankalpa, or as a challenge. It can be anything. This is what you are negotiating with Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva is interested in proving himself to you, and he comes to you. So you can ask as a prayer, I know you are Paramashiva, please do this for me. That also is okay. Oh, you claim you are Paramashiva, you are all powerful. Then let me see whether you are able to do it or not. Come on, start. You can throw it as a challenge. You can throw it as a prayer, or you can say, I neither know how to pray, nor I wanted to challenge you. I just want to submit this as an intention. Can you do it? Can we have a negotiation and get it done? Can we do it? You can talk in that language. Anything is okay. Intention, sankalpa, prayer, prarthana, challenge, or command. Anything is okay. Pen down the 25 things. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
Like he always did, he created a buzz with the simple blink of an eyelid. As a village boy and a president, running a nation 110%. The golden Raja with the jasmine scent, the holy Godzilla, the ego killer. The pure truth to the world he presents. He's the true master, the real karma blaster. A dose of his truth fills you with fire, raises you to Kailasa, higher and higher. Simple Shakti path, you're straight into bliss. All incompletions are completely dismissed. I am the Paramashiva. Shiva. Me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva. Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva. Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva. Brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bank, done deal, it's a wrap. No cap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. Sous toutes ses formes, il se manifeste. Il est conscience, partout imprégné. Existence immaculée, il est céleste, pourtant incarné dans la réalité. Il célèbre son existence dans l'unité, existant dans le présent et non dans le passé. Irradiant l'extase éternelle, félicité. Une bénédiction, une dose de glissant condensé. Éternel et donc toujours présent, jamais en arrière, toujours en avant, innocent et donc toujours puissant, inébranlable, volonté persistante. I am the Paramashiva. Shiva. Me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva. Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva. Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva. Brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bank, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. By the power of his being, he ascends the throne. As he makes things happen and always will. In the enlightened space, by his gurus he was grown. Oozing out of compassion as he's always filled. Like a lion in the zone he owns. From his fearless roar, let the truth be shown. Poof, like magic, ignorance is blown. While the pure space of enlightenment is grown. As a glorious king, straight on the throne, the cherry on top just like a gemstone. He sits in the space fresher than cologne, having Shakti flowing through his backbone. I am the Paramashiva. Shiva. Me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva. Shiva. You in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva. Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva. Brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bank, done deal, it's a wrap. No cap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped.
Om, Om. Blessings to all of you. Now, we'll start the initiation. Listen intensely. I'm going to give you intense breakthrough. You are going to manifest 25 powers at a time. I'll repeat. Listen. See. Listen to this powerful cognition. You have 25 independently intelligent power manifestation tracks in your brain. You are hardwired to manifest 25 powers at a time. I am just going to energize it with cosmic Kundalini Shakti, Paramashiva Shakti. So, you can just start manifesting it. You can just start manifesting all the powers. First thing, listen. Pen down the 25 things most impossible you think in your life. Maybe you'll be thinking winning few $1 million lottery, or building a yogic body, or your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend should call you and apologize to you. You may be thinking these are all impossible in your life. Or somebody who is dead in your family should come in your dream and talk to you. You may be thinking so many things impossible, can never happen. Pen down those 25 things. See, what you believe as impossible is the strongest pillars of the dam you built around you. Or I should say the prison you built around yourself. I'll awaken your Kundalini Shakti in such high frequency. It will explode and destroy the prison you built around yourself, the dam you built around yourself, and liberate you. It's not that I need to demolish all the 25 pillars you built around yourself. Even if I remove 2-3 pillars, the dam will collapse. Even if I remove the 2-3 pillars, the prison will collapse. You will be free. Pen down the most impossible you think in your life. It can be anything. It can be related to your health. It can be related to your wealth. It can be related to your relationships. It can be related to your business. It can be related to your career. It can be related to your power manifestation. It can be related to your enlightenment. Anything. Pen down the 25 things. Keep a lamp. Why the lamp, Keep a burning lamp because the power, the Paramashiva's Kundalini Shakti is such intense, high positive energy. It can be received where you are and manifest in you intensely through you directly seeing me. Me directly seeing you. Me seeing the lamp in your room, Sabha. Me seeing the Atma Linga you are carrying. Me manifesting my very smell, Ananda Gandha, jasmine smell and Basma smell, sandalwood smell, these are all the Ananda Gandhas. Manifesting that in your room. These are the ways the initial Shaktipada happens. The next is the power manifestation, Shaktinipada. Like, please understand, keep the Atma Linga between your palms. Don't try to keep the Atma Linga standing erect. Keep it down. When I awaken the Kundalini, it will stand up by itself. Atma Linga is literally extension of Paramashiva. He will just stand up. Not just stand up, he will start levitating between both your palms. If you want to keep on the ground floor, keep one hand above. If you want to keep between both palms, that is also okay. But Atma Linga will stand up by itself. You don't try to make it stand. Listen. The lamp and keep the note you wrote 25 points and keep the Atma Linga in your between both the palms. Make sure the Atma Linga is seen in camera by me. I should be able to see you holding the Atma Linga. That's the best way. When my eyes fall on the lamp and the Atmalinga, it simply stands up. And you manifest the power. Listen. Listen. The list of the 25 things. I'll infuse intense energy, Kundalini Shakti in you. Atmalinga will not only stand erect, it will start levitating. Listen. When the Atmalinga is standing erect or levitating, at that time, offer your prayers or the command or the intention or the demand or whatever challenge. Keep the Atmalinga in your palm and sit straight. Now, keep that list of 25 things. You will see now. Teleportation from the parallel universe happens inside you. It can manifest as Atmalinga standing erect, Atmalinga levitating between both your palms, teleportation of Vibhuti, Kumkum, turmeric, sandalwood, rice, akshata, or small particles of gold, diamond, or any blessing, anything. Just sit. You will manifest 25 powers at a time. Your whole brain, means the 25 faces of Paramashiva, will open up now. If you can, sit in Vajrasana or Batmasana, Artha Batmasana or Siddhasana. If not, sit comfortably, that's enough. Sit straight. Keep the Atmalinga between both your palms. I should be able to see your Atmalinga. You can focus camera on your Atmalinga. If you are sitting as a family together, then make sure I am able to see all your Atmalingas. Focus the camera such way that all your Atmalingas are seen by me. Yes. And keep a lamp. Let's start the initiation. Om, Om, Om. Om, 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 Paramashi, 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 Om.
Satya
Om, Om, Om. Om.
हर बोल शिव शंभु नित्यानंद परमशिव शंभु हर बोल शिव शंभु कैलाश राज शिव शंभु चल रहा था मैं अकेला तेरे ही एक आंसू में सोना सा मेरा समुंदर तेरी ही एक प्यासू में बारिशे बन के मिला जो तुझ में ही मैं खुल गया नदिया के जैसे तू आया तुझ में ही मैं खो गया और के हर तारे सा जगमग मुझे तू कर गया द्वार खोले तूने तेरे जग ये सारा मिल गया नित्यानंदा शंभु शंकर बन के तू जो आ गया तेरे हाथों को जो तुझसे ही मैं मिल गया बातें तुझसे ही सारी करूं रूठा तुझ पे ही मैं करूं तेरे खातों पे चढ़ के जग ये सारा मैंने हारा करूं हंसना भी तेरे संग करो रोना भी तेरे संग ही करो थोड़ी सी तेरी हिन आंखों में खुद को ही देखा करो मेरी हर सांस में है तू, घन घन में बसा है तू, मेरी हर सांस में है तू, रग रग में जला है तू, सांस मेरी जो चली है बोलती है ये तो सुन ले रे। हर हर बोल शिव शंभु नित्यानंद परमशिव शंभु, हर हर बोल शिव शंभु कैलाश राज शिव शंभु, हर हर बोल शिव शंभु नित्यानंद परमशिव शंभु, हर हर बोल शिव शंभु कैलाश राज शिव शंभु। प्रशक्यशालिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे श्यामे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। சலடி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி, நேயத்தே நின்றடி மலனடி போற்றி, ஆயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி, சீரார் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி, ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி. ஈசனே சிந்தை கவனம் நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய். கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டு எம்மை நீ கரம் வந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அளவக்கும் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நிற்கிறேன். வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய், அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய், அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய், அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய். மெய்யினில் வில்வம் நிறையார் கடல் நீர் குடியொரு தரிசனம் அல்லவா, சிவன் மாட சிற்றவை தனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே. வந்தும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயனா மதியினில் நிறைந்திடுவாய், மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட மண்மணி தேவா அளவாடிட உன்னை சூழ்ந்திட இவன் சேர நீ வருவாய், அகம் தந்திட உரம் மகிழ்ந்திட புலித்தோலோடு நீ வருவாய். विमुक्ति कारणे नादिकेश दिव्य ब्रह्मरूपने मीनाक्षि शक्ति सहित सुंदरे सने अन्नामलै उदित नित्यानंदने चित्त अचित्तெல்லாம் உன்னாலே இலக்கும் உன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்ணாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே மதியின் மொழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே உந்தன் திருவடியில் தொழுதோமே.
ஓம் ஓம் కులకుండలిని పరమశివ శక్తి కులకుండలిని manifest in all of us. Om as a living avatar, Paramavatar, ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva. I bless you all. You will all manifest auspiciously. All the 25 boons you are all asking. Now, as a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, I bless you all to manifest 25 faces of me and 25 powers simultaneously, spontaneously. Let the synergy between Paramashiva and all of us happen intensely. Om. 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 Om.
வருகவே நலத்தரும் வாழ்வருளும் நித்யானந்தனே இடமதி சூடி நீ வருக வருகவே அன்பின் வடிவமே ஆனந்த ஈஸ்வரனே அண்டம் முழுதும் சிவாட்சி மலர வருகவே அடிமுடி காணாத அண்ணாமலை நாதனே தடைமுடி ஆண்டவனே அடியெடுத்து வருகவே கையிலை வாழும் எங்கள் கையிலை நாதனே கந்தை வடிவே நீ வருக வருகவே நலம் தரும் வாழ்வருளும் நித்யானந்தனே
அண்ணாமலை தந்த ஆண்டவனே நித்யானந்த புரிதனிலே அருளாட்சி செய்யும் நித்யானந்தனே ஞானச்சுடரே தியான திருவுருவே நித்யானந்தனே சத்குருநாதனே அருள் தாரும் நித்யானந்தனே. ஆடிவா நித்யனே ஆடிவா புகழ் பாடி நின்றோம் விரைந்தோடிவா பக்தியுடன் ஆடவா உன்பத நாடவா எமக்கு வேறு என்ன வேண்டும் ஆண்டவா அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா பக்தர் கூடி நின்றோம் காக்க நீயும் வா மறை சொல்லும் பித்தாவா நித்ய சித்தாவா ஞான வித்தை அருள் செய்திட நீ வா. மாயை மனம் தன்னை மறைந்தோடச் செய்தாய் நீ தேடும் உயர் வாழ்வை தயை செய்ய வந்தாய் நீ மாயை மனம் தன்னை மறைந்தோடச் செய்தாய் நீ தேடும் உயர் வாழ்வை தயை செய்ய வந்தாய் நீ ஆசையச்சம் யாவும் வென்றாலே அந்த நன்னாளில் ஆண்டவனாய் எம்மை மாற்றுவாய் அருட்கண்ணாலே பேசுகின்ற தெய்வச் சொல்லாலே உயர் மெய்ஞானம் ஓசையின்றி உள்ளம் தன்னிலே இதை செய்வாயே குருவின் வடிவில் இறைவன் இறங்கி உயர்ந்த நிலையை அறியும் முறையை உணர்வில் கலந்து உணர்த்தும் இனிய கருணம் நித்யானந்த சுரண கொண்டாட்டம் தெய்வீக கொண்டாட்டம் நித்யானந்த சுரண ஆனந்த கொண்டாட்டம் அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா நித்யானந்த சுரணம் அருள நீயும் வா. தர்மம் காக்க நித்யானந்த நாக வந்தாய் நீ கர்மம் நீக்க நித்யானந்த சுரணம் தந்தாய் நீ தர்மம் காக்க நித்யானந்த நாக வந்தாய் நீ கர்மம் நீக்க நித்யானந்த சுரணம் தந்தாய் நீ அம்மையப்பனாக உலகை ஆடுகின்றாய் நீ உன் சொற்கள் ஞான சத்தியங்கள் யாவும் கேட்க மக்கள் கூடும் கொண்டாட்டம் தெய்வீக கொண்டாட்டம் நித்யானந்த சுரண ஆனந்த கொண்டாட்டம் அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா நித்யானந்த சுரணம் அருள நீயும் வா. மானுடத்தின் ரோகம் தன்னை தீர்த்து வைக்கவே அருள் போலை கொண்டு அண்டமதை ஆள வந்தாய் நீ மானுடத்தின் ரோகம் தன்னை தீர்த்து வைக்கவே அருள் போலை கொண்டு அண்டமதை ஆள வந்தாய் நீ எழுகிற எண்ணம் எல்லாமே ஒன்று ஒன்றாக கண்டியது கொண்டான் நன்மைதான் எனச் சொன்னீரே பொங்கி வரும் கங்கை என்றாலும் அலை அழியிலே சங்கமிக்கும் நியதி போலவே இந்த புவியிலே பிறவி பலவும் எடுத்து உலக வரையில் உணர்ந்து திரிந்து முனிவி நித்திய குருவி பதங்கள் என்னும் பிரபஞ்ச கட்டி தள்ளி சேரும் கொண்டாட்டம் தெய்வீக கொண்டாட்டம் நித்யானந்த சுரண ஆனந்த கொண்டாட்டம் அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா பக்தர் கூடி நின்றோம் காக்க நீயும் வா அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா நித்யானந்த சுரணம் அருள நீயும் வா.
Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Namo. Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo
ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नमो
सदा बालरूपापि विघ्नाद्रिहन्ति महादन्ति वक्त्रापि पञ्चास्य मान्या विधीन्द्रादिमृग्या गणेशाभिधामे विधत्तां श्रियं कापि कल्याणमूर्ति न जानामि शब्दं न जानामि चार्थं न जानामि पद्यं न जानामि गद्यं चिदेका षडास्या हृदि द्योतते मे मुखानि सरन्ते गिरश्वापि चित्रम् मयूराधिरूढं महाभाग्यगूढं मनोहारिदेहं महच्चित्तगेहं महीदेवदेवं महावेदभावं महादेवबालं भजे लोकपालं यदा सन्निधानं गता मानवामि भवाम्भोधिपारं गदास्ते तदैव इति व्यञ्जयन् सिन्धुतीरे नास्ते तमीडे पवित्रं पराशक्तिपुत्रम् ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नमो ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नमो यथार्थेस्तरङ्गालयं यान्ति तुङ्गा तथैवापदसन्निधौ सेवतामे इति वार्मि पङ्क्तिर्नृणां दर्शयन्तं सदा भावये कृत्सरोजे मुखं तं गिरौ मन्निवासे नरायेऽधिरूढा तदा पर्वते राजते तेऽधिरूढा इति वा ब्रुवन् गन्धशैलाधिरूढ स देवो मुदे मे सदा षण्मुखोऽस्तु ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नमो ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नित्यानन्द ॐ नमो नमो नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं तपोयज्ञदानादिभिः शुद्धबुद्धिर्विरक्तो नृपादे पदे तुच्छबुद्ध्या परित्यज्य सर्वं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि तपोयज्ञदानादिभिः शुद्धबुद्धिर्विरक्तो नृपादे पदे तुच्छबुद्ध्या परित्यज्य सर्वं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वम् दयालुं गुरुं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं प्रशान्तं समाराध्य मत्या विचार्य स्वरूपं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं निदिध्यास्य विद्वान् परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि दयालुं गुरुं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं प्रशान्तं समाराध्य मत्या विचार्य स्वरूपं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं निदिध्यास्य विद्वान् परं ब्रह्म नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वम् यदानन्दरूपं प्रकाशस्वरूपं निरस्तप्रपञ्चं परिच्छेदहीनम् अहं ब्रह्मवेद्येकगम्यं तुरीयं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि यदानन्दरूपं प्रकाशस्वरूपं निरस्तप्रपञ्चं परिच्छेदहीनम् अहं ब्रह्मवेद्येकगम्यं तुरीयं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वं नित्यं मन्त्रं नित्यं यन्त्रं नित्यं तन्त्रं नित्यं सर्वम् जय नित्य शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय नित्य शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय कैलाशी जय अविनाशी सुख राशि सुख सार हरे जय कैलाशी जय अविनाशी सुख राशि सुख सार हरे जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय त्रिपुरारी जय मतहारी अमित अनंत अपार हरे जय त्रिपुरारी जय मतहारी अमित अनंत अपार हरे निर्गुण जय जय सगुण कामय निराकार साकार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे नित्य रामेश्वर नित्य नागेश्वर वैद्यनाथ केदार हरे नित्य रामेश्वर नित्य नागेश्वर वैद्यनाथ केदार हरे मल्लिकार्जुन सोमनाथ नित्य महाकाल ओंकार हरे मल्लिकार्जुन सोमनाथ नित्य महाकाल ओंकार हरे त्रयंबकेश्वर नित्य घुष्मेश्वर भीमेश्वर जगतार हरे त्रयंबकेश्वर नित्य घुष्मेश्वर भीमेश्वर जगतार हरे काशीपति श्री विश्वनाथ जय मंगलमय अघहार हरे काशीपति श्री विश्वनाथ जय मंगलमय अघहार हरे नीलकंठ जय भूतनाथ नित्य मृत्युंजय अविकार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे नित्य महेश जय नित्य भवेश जय आदि देव नित्यानंद विभो नित्य महेश जय नित्य भवेश जय आदि देव नित्यानंद विभो किस मुख से है गुणदीप प्रभु तब अपार गुण वर्णन हो किस मुख से है गुणदीप प्रभु तब अपार गुण वर्णन हो नित्य भव कारक तारक हारक पातक दारक नित्य शंभो नित्य भव कारक तारक हारक पातक दारक नित्य शंभो दीन दुख हर सर्व सुखावर प्रेम सुधाधर दया करो दीन दुख हर सर्व सुखावर प्रेम सुधाधर दया करो पार लगा दो भव सागर से बनकर करुणाधार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे नित्यानंद पुरी ईश्वर नित्य पाहि पाहि दातार हरे हर हर नित्य देव 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 हरे जय मन भावन जय शोक नशावन नित्य शंभो जय मन भावन जय अति पावन शोक नशावन नित्य शंभो विपद विदारण अधम उबारण सत्य सनातन नित्य शंभो विपद विदारण अधम उबारण सत्य सनातन नित्य शंभो सहज वचन कर जलज नयन वर धवल वरण तन नित्य शंभो सहज वचन हर जलज नयन वर धवल वरण तन नित्य शंभो मदन कदन पर पाप हरण हर चरण मनन धन नित्य शंभो मदन कदन पर पाप हरण हर चरण मनन धन नित्य शंभो इह सर्वेश्वरो मनोरंजन जगत के मूलाधार फले नित्यानंदपुरी ईश्वर नित्या आपदातार नित्यानंदपुरी
As a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita, Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.